right, so we are going to record our reactions. This is, of course, another edition of Mid-Card Mana. This is a Mid-Card Manao video. So there's this list. And Loose Cannon. And the future world champ. So we found this list. Yeah. Allison, you're awesome.
A list of
which WWE superstar represents your state.
It's WWE, is not in general.
Yeah, it's just WWE superstars.
Okay.
So the first one is for Georgia.
All right, if it's Ricky Steamboat for Hawaii, I'm gonna throw that iPad out the window.
I'm afraid. Hold on to this. So Georgia is, and there's this one doesn't have
order?
a video. No.
Okay.
It's all over the place.
Can I clarify the Ricky Steamboat statement? Because when I found out that he actually wasn't one Hawaiian, and two wasn't from Hawaii, it kind of pissed me off because they.
Yeah. So okay.
They
So
sold that.
he also was the kayfabe son of a Hawaiian wrestler,
right,
who also had the last name Steamboat.
Sam Steamboat.
Sam Steamboat. Yeah. Which for years my
who was
dad
super over.
Yeah, my dad thought that Ricky Steamboat was actually his son. So then when we found out, also we felt betrayed as Hawaiians.
Because that's how they said he was from Hawaii, from Honolulu, Hawaii, and you find out later that that's not true. He's actually from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Like Ric Flair.
Yeah, like Ric Flair.
Well, like Charlotte Flair.
And Charlotte Flair. And I believe he's part Japanese is connection.
All right, so Georgia.
Okay, Georgia.
Can you guess?
Georgia. I want to say Hulk Hogan because Hogan is originally from Georgia. But we cannot deny Stone Mountain, Georgia with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh, yes, Jake the Snake. So, Minnesota, we got...
God, Minnesota could be everybody. Because you could say Arn Anderson. Technically, they always say he was from Minnesota. I think Arn Anderson was actually from Georgia as well, though. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, Georgia. Minnesota.
I knew
Rick Rude, Minnesota.
I know.
And Ric Flair was born in Minnesota. Actually, Ric Flair, I believe, was born in Tennessee and grew up in Minnesota. Check me, make sure if I'm wrong. But I believe he was born in Tennessee. He was also adopted.
Ric Flair was adopted?
He was adopted by a doctor.
What?
Yeah.
My whole life is shook. And
his original gimmick was like he loved Dusty Rhodes, so he was all big. He was huge and buff. I don't know if you remember.
I remember that.
He was humongous. He was like pushing 300 pounds.
Who doesn't love the Dusty?
He wanted to be Dusty Rhodes.
I want to be Dusty Rhodes too.
You mean dead? Or do you want to be Goldust Mommy?
No. Dead. I'm sorry. I love you, Dusty. You should be alive instead of me. So, Alabama. This is more of a quiz for him because he remembers better than I do where wrestlers are from.
Alabama. Well, it's interesting because, like I said, it obviously isn't going by their birth state.
But the state they're like most famously built from, I think.
Yeah, I guess, what they're most famously known for, sort of. But then you would think Ric Flair would have been North Carolina. So it's a weird test. Alabama. Alabama, is that what you said?
Yes.
It's gotta be Bob Holly.
No.
Gotta be in Alabama? I have no idea.
This is someone that most people don't consider to be a wrestler as much as they consider him a manager.
Oh.
So this is Paul Bearer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'd want to be a dead guy too if I was from Alabama.
Aww.
I would have really thought they would have been Bob Holly since he had the Alabama Slammer.
That's true. So the next person,
Bobby Eaton, since he was from Huntsville, Alabama.
He did get the honorable mention there.
He had the jam, the Alabama Jam.
So the next one is Arkansas.
From West Arkansas, Sid Vicious.
Yes. Yeah.
West Memphis, Arkansas.
Is
something
actually
like that.
Sid Vicious.
West Memphis?
It doesn't
Memphis.
say specifically West
I
Memphis,
believe.
but he does say Sid Vicious. So, good job to you. So, the next one is...
I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Big Sid Vicious fan?
No.
Yeah.
I am.
I loved Sid back in the day.
Because I've got half the brain you do.
Do you know?
He was the ruler of the world.
Do you know who's my favorite fan? Sheamus and Cesaro and Braun Strowman.
Oh, yeah?
I'm their biggest fan.
Oh.
So, next one is Delaware.
Delaware.
I would have never
Delaware.
guessed this, honestly. Because I totally forgot about this person because I'm a scrub.
Can I have a hint?
I don't really know what kind of hint to give you for this person. If I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
What era are we talking about? Delaware.
Early to mid 90s.
This is actually a good
He had a
game.
feud in it with the King. And I don't mean the King of Kings. I mean Jerry the King.
in WWE.
In AWA.
AWA. Ooh. Is it, God, you said early 90s?
Early to mid 90s was his heyday.
Say something.
Gosh, I don't know. Delaware.
It is Brickhouse Brown.
Oh, Brickhouse Brown. That was the AWA? I do remember them feuding in the USWA. That's really bad if Brickhouse Brown is their guy, because nobody remembers Brickhouse Brown. I mean, he never made it. I think he might have been... God, what was his name? He had a different name in WWE, didn't he?
It didn't say. It just said Brickhouse Brown.
I do remember him, it was there in that time period where USWA became like the feeder fed.
Mm-hmm.
And he came up for like very, very briefly. But I don't think they called him Brickhouse Brown. I think they called him something else. I mean, he came up for like a summer. It was like an internship during the summer. And they were like, well, we're going to let you go.
All right, so the next one is New Hampshire.
Oh, God. Specifically, New Hampshire.
Treat your lips right with better
Not-
butter
This is an
source
ad,
for
I'm
long-lasting
sorry.
hydration.
But
Not
please
not
ignore
Connecticut.
it.
Not
Oh, what a ruined.
I was gonna say what was it they always said Triple H was from? Hunter Hearst Helmsley was from.
Triple H.
It wasn't.
It's like one of the blue bloods from.
Wasn't it Connecticut?
I
they
think it
always
was
said?
Connecticut.
I'm pretty sure they always said Connecticut because they were stationed in Connecticut. But yeah,
Yes,
Triple H.
It is.
Which is weird because I always think Triple H is from
King
Canada.
of Kings.
I always think he's from Canada for some reason.
Even though he's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Watch it come out that he was born in Canada,
Yeah.
just illegally across the border.
Probably.
All right.
Illegally. The Hearts brought him across in one of their bands.
Smuggled him in.
Smuggled him into Connecticut.
All right. So the next one is, I like how Allison's trying to look.
She's a cheater, man.
The next one is District of Columbia.
Batista. Bautista.
Wow.
Dave Bautista is correct. And then who is Florida?
You know,
Oh,
Florida.
it's gonna start a video. I'm gonna turn my phone off.
Crazy Florida.
Florida
you
could
mean?
be so many wrestlers.
Roman Reigns.
I'm surprised.
Hey,
Florida could be so
again.
many wrestlers because so many wrestlers from Florida. They had a huge promotion there
should
too.
have been called Crazy Florida.
Should have been called Crazy Florida.
I would want to say The Rock would be Florida. Could be Hogan. Could be Lex Luger even. Even like Matt Bourne.
Yeah, Matt
okay.
Bourne.
We'll say Hogan.
Yeah.
But you know, Hogan could be Georgia too because Hogan was born in Georgia.
You know who else could be Georgia?
Georgia.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
True. Very true.
Because he's a Southern boy.
I know, I can tell. You know, maybe I think it's the gimmick is why I think he's from Canada. Because Hunter Hearst Helmsley was supposed to be, the gimmick was supposed to be Canadian.
Was it really?
Yep.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay, next, what you got?
Next. Hawaii.
Ready to throw it through.
Ours.
It should be Don Morocco or Mr. Fuji or
Jeff Cobb.
Crush, Bryan Adams, Crush. As long as it's not Ricky Steamboat. I love Ricky Steamboat, by the way. It's just...
He's not
it's
actually
not real.
from Hawaii.
I'm going to say Don Morocco.
And the verdict is...
The Rock, Don Morocco. It could be The Rock, too, though. Because The Rock's family ran a promotion in Hawaii for a long time.
This bout is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing first from Houston, Texas, weighing in at an even 300 pounds,
So,
the outlaw, Ron Bass.
it's not wrong.
Ron Bass from Hawaii.
Did you know?
Yeah.
His opponent from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, weighing 278 pounds,
Don Morocco.
Magnificent Morocco.
Yes. So Don Morocco from Hawaii. Not Ricky Steamboat, so...
Not Ricky Steamboat.
So
The
this doesn't
iPad
have
is
to get
safe.
thrown.
I wouldn't want to go Braun on it. Braun snap.
7.5. Oh, man.
Oh, dude, this... No, throw that away.
Oh, that is
That's
not
not...
good.
That's
Don't eat that.
bad.
It's going to
Yeah,
give you a
thanks,
tummy ache.
bye. Yeah, throw that away.
All right, so the next one, Idaho.
Who?
Kashidaho.
You to what?
Kashidaho.
Oh. Gosh, how many hoes have there been in wrestling?
Probably mean of me. I'm sure she's not actually
Narrow
a
it down
whore.
for me. Narrow it down for me.
Blonde.
That narrows it down.
It does, because there's some that weren't. Blonde.
Name the wrestler.
What do you mean?
Name me a wrestler.
That she was associated
Yes.
with? Tajiri.
Tori Wilson.
Yes.
Gosh, you could have gone with David Flair.
No.
No.
I wanted to go with my favorite out of all the wrestlers that she was associated with, because I liked Tori Wilson and Tajiri.
Or Billy Kidman.
Yeah, no, I like Tajiri better than both of them, so
I like Billy Kidman.
I stand by what I said.
Never became a man.
All right.
Stayed a kid.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Biloxi, Mississippi. Kamala.
Who recently
Which
has
is-
had
Something Harris, I think is his real name.
Jim
Jim Harris.
Harris. And recently had some health troubles going on, so
he's
hopefully
had health
he's...
troubles for a while, I believe.
I mean,
too.
I think it's gotten
I think
worse
he's,
in the
like,
recent
it's
couple months. It's about...
bad
Yeah.
lately.
So hopefully he's able to
Did he have
recover
an
from that.
amputee or something like that?
I am not sure.
Not sure either. Yeah. Original Kamala, that is. Not Kamala number 2.
Right. So, Arizona.
Ice-T. I don't know. Arizona. Tatanka.
Yeah. Yes. No, it's not Tatanka. Here, I'll play
Oh,
you
it's
the
got to be
theme.
WWE guys only, yeah.
Yes, it does.
You can have some.
You know, no other guesses.
No other
Not
guesses
someone.
for
Not
Arizona.
someone that's usually billed from this state.
See, that's... Yeah, I don't understand.
So it's
like,
very
some of
interesting
them-
how they've been trying to do this. But
Doesn't seem like
watch
the
it
rhyme or
play an
reason.
ad right before. Of course it will,
Of course.
because that's how this works. Is it won't play the actual song,
So...
but the payoff will be worth it. It won't be actually, because I know how you feel about this wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it just takes forever to load also. But Interesting choice for Arizona, considering I don't think many people would actually
Oh yeah.
consider this person.
You're really far.
All right, so
Shawn Michaels. I'm cheating now. Interesting because it looks like he was just born in Arizona. So
and yet billed from Texas.
yeah, I'm not sure what. Yep, born in Chandler, Arizona, but grew up in San Antonio, which is where he's from.
All right,
And
so
apparently he spent a brief part of his early years in Berkshire, England.
the real blue blood.
Interesting that Hickenbottom was in England for a little bit.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, Illinois. CM Punk.
Punk, I want to say Punk, but because Chicago, Illinois, could have been Road Warriors, or notably from Illinois. Paul Ellering.
What's your decision? Yeah, I am the cream in the world.
Macho Man.
Federation.
Is he born in Illinois?
Yeah, you mean Gene Okerlund. You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Oh, wait a minute already. I've got
I have a
very
friend that
serious
does an
news.
incredible
Mr.
impression of
Ted
Macho Man Randy Savage, and
Yeah.
I love him for it.
See, you think Savage would have been most notable for Florida. He was always in the house from Florida.
But Hogan can't have both of them. Can't have both of the mega powers.
Because Savage was born in Ohio.
Where in Ohio?
Columbus.
Like Alexa Bliss.
And like I said, I know they've spent some time in Kentucky early on with his dad, who ran a promotion in Kentucky. What are we doing? His mother was Jewish.
Huh.
He was raised Catholic. No wonder.
Oh,
So much, yeah.
those poffos.
Yeah, I don't know why Illinois. Seems like an odd one.
California's next. Who do you think it'll be from California?
I'm still stuck on why they chose Savage for Illinois.
It is very strange.
Yeah, I have seen no connection whatsoever. Huh.
I'm gonna look some pictures.
No idea.
So,
Just checking Wikipedia here.
California, who do you think it'll be?
California.
Dolph Ziggler, Hollywood, California. No, he's Hollywood, Florida. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I was like, what?
The Miz.
The Miz would make sense because he's always played up as California. Of course, The Rock, California. He's a movie star. Miz is a movie star. Who else is from California?
Bailey is from San Jose.
Oh, Bailey. Did Bailey make the list? John Cena.
So, of course, The Rock.
The Rock. Who's John Cena started in California. Samoa Joe started, from California.
Very true. All right. Next one. Kansas.
Kansas. I know Randy Orton is from Missouri. Kansas. I want to say like Harley Race. I'm gonna go with Harley Race. I don't know. Or Bob Orton.
Oh, wow. They're also going to have this person's induction.
Picture.
Was it?
is Cowboy Bob.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Because I say it can't be Randy because Randy was born in Missouri, but it's right beside Kansas. I think it was still Kansas City because I think it's in both Kansas and Missouri.
Alright. So this next one is your home state,
Oh.
Look at my phone.
Kentucky.
For
Kentucky.
Who's it gonna be?
Wrestlers. You.
That's a tough one because OVW's in Kentucky
Daddy.
and a lot of wrestlers moved to Louisville.
Daddy.
Actually,
Sam killed the rest.
actually, Damian Sandow still owns a big farm in Kentucky too.
Yeah, because he would be it.
Huh?
Because he would be the WWE
Yeah,
star.
that would be it. I probably Hillbilly Jim. That's what I'm gonna go with.
In the ring at this time, from Tampa, Florida, weighing 200.
It's gonna take a second.
Terry Gibbs.
And his opponent.
His opponent makes his World Wrestling Federation debut from Mud Lick, Kentucky, weighing 285 pounds. Hillbilly Jim.
Very nice. Being accompanied to the ring by Hulk Hogan.
I caught it.
I found some.
Oh.
Louisiana.
Ooh.
I found some music.
Mm-hmm. Popeye's chicken. Louisiana. Let's see. I don't know. Kevin Sullivan.
When did Kevin Sullivan best at anything?
I don't know. Oh, he wasn't even really in WWE though. Oh no. I want to say Sherry Martel.
Man, wouldn't that be something if they actually put Sensational Sherry on something because she deserves it? Is actually the big cat Ernie Ladd.
Oh. Because I think at one point she was. Sherry Martel was. Yeah. Sherry Martel was billed from New Orleans. Louisiana, I think.
All right, Maine.
Maine.
Okay. Look at my phone.
What music do you have on, child? Yeah.
Why
Maine. Maine. I want to say a jobber.
Kind of.
Can you give me a city?
No. Hold on.
We haven't found the D's yet. Oh.
It does not say on this list. He is a tag team worker. He is a pretty popular fan favorite.
Yeah. In what era?
Attitude Era.
Attitude Era Tag Team Worker, Maine.
You would not expect him to be from Maine.
Was it what was the mosh? The two guys that was like the mosh pit guys, what were their names? Chaz and... Oh, is it Scotty Too Hottie?
Scotty Too Hottie. I love Scotty Too
I was like,
Hottie.
Brian Christopher was from Tennessee. So, had to be Scotty.
Scotty Too Hottie.
That's right, who's now a firefighter.
He
You
is.
see this picture?
That is someone with a picture of Roman Reigns
Randy
praying, and a picture of Randy Orton. Roman Reigns is praying. Look at it.
I mean, it's a good drawing.
Maryland.
Ugh, Maryland.
She's also notable for having been in a relationship with a movie star,
Cool.
George Clooney.
Oh.
Cool. Look.
Oh, well,
I think
yeah,
she
see
was
that.
also with Big Papa Pump for a little while too, wasn't she?
What was her name? Stacy Keebler.
Yes.
Easy, Andrew.
Stacy
That's
makes
pretty
the
cool.
list, but not Sherry Martel.
Iowa.
It gotta be Seth Rollins. Your favorite.
Oh my God, get out.
Oh, what?
Is anybody else from Iowa?
Look.
I guess probably, but Seth Rollins is a scrub.
Is it Seth?
Yes, it is Seth Rollins. That's pretty cool.
This is from.
I just can't believe because it's all these legends and then Seth
Oh,
Rollins.
he's a legend
Shut up.
in the making.
Oh my God, go away. West Virginia. This guy is a real legend in the making.
West Virginia.
Okay.
West Virginia.
Okay, you look at this picture. Don't move anything.
He's a current guy.
He is.
Heath Slater.
Oh my God, yes.
I was just gonna say that.
Represent. I have two friends from West Virginia. That's,
He's got kids.
You know, that's
Moved into a double wide, baby.
yes. Gotta represent.
Let's
Wow,
look at
I
this
see
picture.
it. I see it.
You just look at it.
Massachusetts.
Let's look at this picture.
John Cena,
Yeah. Wow. That was good.
and his name is John Cena.
There's
Michigan.
more.
Anything?
Here's
Any
even
era?
more.
Like, are they there still or no?
I mean, he's
Okay,
he's
you
part of a
can-
Legends contract.
That guess from this list.
Because I want to say Steiner's obviously, but I will say Kevin Nash,
Yeah.
Detroit, Michigan.
This is good.
Diesel.
Big Daddy.
He's
Cool.
actually in this picture too.
Missouri.
Randy Orton.
Yeah. Nebraska.
Ooh, gotta be an older wrestler.
I was like, is he in this? Hold on.
Yeah.
He.
I got stickers on my phone case.
This wrestler is not in this picture.
Okay.
I don't know
Let
Nebraska.
me change
know.
this picture.
He had notable runs in WCW. He went through a pretty dramatic change in look.
Lex Luger.
He's not a scrub. Was a long time WCW holdout.
Sting, Goldberg,
Sting.
Sting.
Okay, you can look at this picture.
Indiana.
Okay,
Older wrestler.
I'm showing my phone on camera.
Is a Hall of Famer.
Indiana.
That look.
I don't know.
Any guesses?
Any hints? What was their finisher? I just figured it. Apparently, Parts Unknown is in Indiana. right below Anderson, I believe.
Connecticut.
Vince McMahon.
No.
No. No, Triple H is already off the list. Shane? Steph?
Oh my God. Ads before every video. This is literally
all
the
the
worst.
time.
It's not. It doesn't let.
Shane McMahon.
Yep.
What's a Shane?
I know. I wanted to play the song though, but Allison jumped the gun.
Here comes the money. There should be like a. I feel like this is a game show.
You can look at this picture.
I can or cannot.
You can. So you don't have to look at that.
Or I got it because I gotta move it. All right. Nevada. This one's a hard one. I'd never get it.
Should I?
The Godfather.
No. Just because he owns a strip club there now doesn't mean.
Look on here. The fuse
It's
on
not
here.
Velvetus.
Mm-mm.
Don't know.
Playboy Buddy Rose.
Most well known for Oregon though.
New Jersey.
Had a chance to train with Buddy Rose, you know. New Jersey. God, it's gotta be somebody trashy.
It's actually not, unless, I mean, maybe you can consider this person trashy, but honestly, like, probably one of the most impressive superstars that we've ever seen for his size. That was
Harper?
a big hint. No.
Oh, then I don't know.
Bray?
I should say past tense.
Braun Strowman.
He's big in Japan.
Stan Hansen?
Shinsuke.
Nope.
Scott
Shinsuke?
Norton, Big Van
Is
Vader.
it Shinsuke Nakamura?
It is not Shinsuke. He had a very distinct look. I'm trying really hard to be vague enough that it's not a dead giveaway.
Is this a game?
It is a game.
Ooh,
I
I
don't know.
like this
Is
game.
Bam Bam.
Oh.
Big O, man.
From Asbury Park,
You get the point.
New Jersey.
You get the point.
Yeah.
We got a lot of points though.
New York.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Go away.
Were my smiles bright?
What era?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Not the Brooklyn Brawler? Because it should be the Brooklyn Brawler.
Nope.
New York. Big Foley. I always forget he's from New York.
My second favorite wrestler of all
Could
time,
be
Texas
Jericho
Jack.
too. From New York. Manhattan.
I almost pissed myself.
He is.
He was born in Winnipeg, you
Okay.
two.
No, he was
Good
born in
picture.
the United States.
Jericho?
I have a good
Yes.
picture. I have a good picture.
He's lived in Canada.
North Carolina. This one's gonna make you angry.
Oh, is it?
Is it who?
Is he gonna make me angry?
It is.
I don't know.
I know.
I mean, it's obviously not. Born
That's
New York.
insane. He's a
McMahon was born in Carolina.
apparently.
It's weird. I
Ohio.
love how nobody's in the picture screen.
Ohio.
Miz, Ambrose.
Miz.
Yeah.
Actually.
Like we've talked a lot of them. A lot of wrestlers are. And it falls. From Ohio.
Okie. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, okay.
You've mentioned this guy before.
Jim Ross?
Nope.
It's not Jim. Goldberg?
Yes. You're racking him up.
Ching, ching, bling, bling.
Oregon.
Ah.
I have
I
no
would've-
idea who this person is.
I would have
so.
guessed Buddy Rose if he wasn't already in. It's not, what was his partner's name?
This guy was an integral part of the Heenan family.
Main screen.
Oh, really?
I'm looking at my main
It's
screen.
not John Studd?
Nope.
This is my main screen. Oh. I got.
I don't know who this person is. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember him.
Yeah. Okay, so it must not have been that integral.
You want that?
I'm trying to
I
think
do.
Buddy Rose's partner's name so
you
many
might can't
times.
find it.
It was Colonel De Beers. No?
That is not the name that's
not
on
the
here. It
one
might
on
be
there?
the same
Okay, you can
person.
look through my pictures.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Ken Patera.
Okay, I remember
You
Kim
get the-
Patera. I did not know he was from Oregon.
You
though.
got the point again.
You don't remember Kim Patera?
I don't.
The Olympic Kim Patera?
No, I only remember one Olympian.
Yeah, was way before Kurt Angle.
I'm not talking about Kurt Angle.
Uh-huh.
Jeff Cobb was an Olympian.
He's not in WWE.
Yet.
Yeah, Patera. I think his finisher was the full Nelson.
Pennsylvania.
Sandman. I don't know. Tommy Dreamer. Shane Douglas.
Nope. We were just talking about Olympians.
Oh, Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
God, how could I forget?
I forget all the time. Rhode Island. This one's kind of out of nowhere, as to why he's the WWE superstar to represent the state.
Chris Jericho.
Nope.
Only a lot of pictures with a lot of wrestlers.
Rhode Island. Cody Rhodes.
Nope.
I have no idea.
He was part of the Alliance when WCW merged with WWE. Feuded with the Hardy Boys, the APA, and the Brothers of Destruction.
Chuck Palumbo.
Yes. I was just stunned.
Not again.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Oh God, Justine. Oh my God. I don't know. Can't think right now.
Well.
Oh, the Big Show.
Well, it's a bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
South Dakota. This one's a surprise.
Recent?
Yeah, I mean, still wrestles. Been wrestling for a while. Not where you would think of him as being from. Not the football team he played for. I don't think South Dakota has a football team. Remains a pretty dominant part of the WWE.
Football. Oh, JBL.
Nope. My name is Paul Heyman, and my client is the reigning.
Lesnar.
Brock
Oh, yeah, he is from South Dakota, isn't he?
That's
But he has
my
a farm in
favorite.
No,
That's
he's built
my
from Minnesota.
Tennessee.
Should be Jerry Lawler.
It is Jerry Lawler. Texas. It made me realize, seeing this name made me realize why they had to put HBK in Arizona.
Undertaker, Steve Austin.
Oh, this is gonna be cool, Andy.
It's Stone Cold. That is really cool. That's a nice warrior shirt. Utah.
Nah, you short.
Ego.
I didn't say Utah. I said
4
Utah.
days ago.
Is that a nice subject?
I don't know Utah. I don't know.
This is the Sandman, man.
Oh, interesting.
Virginia. This guy, I think, also was there when Bruiser Brody got killed.
Oh God.
He's the strongest man. Oh, I feel like back then he was probably billed as the strongest man in the world, but not anymore.
Tony Atlas.
Yes. Washington.
Should be Daniel Bryan.
It is Daniel Bryan. Wisconsin.
Oh God.
This is a failed
John
project.
Cena.
No.
From every state, John Cena.
Wisconsin.
Because he represents America.
Jeez, state.
And this guy was a cheese ball. It's fine.
Ken Anderson. Ken Kennedy.
Yes.
Toys R Us.
From
Only at
Green
Toys R
Bay,
Us.
Wisconsin.
And that was all they had. They didn't. I don't think they had all of the states.
Kennedy.
Kennedy or Anderson and Sean Davari have a wrestling school together. I'm not sure where.
I think I actually did hear that.
I think it's in Minnesota, but I'm not 100% sure.
It is because Arya Davari
They're from
talked about
Minnesota.
it.
And he comes sometimes too to help train. And apparently Molly Holly does also every now and then.
Yeah, good times.
And I guess they don't they accept everybody. They don't necessarily say okay, you can't cut it,
old,
so
yeah.
hit the road. They accept anybody, so
So what you're
pros
saying is
and
I have hope.
cons. Yeah, we could go and totally get trained to do anything. I heard them talk about one guy was training and he wasn't specifically athletic and whatnot, and he ended up becoming a referee instead of a wrestler.
I mean, still within the business, perhaps
Still within the
not
business,
not exactly
and-
where they thought they
and-
were going to end up.
Right, but has work out the wazoo. Because, referee, you gotta have referees, right?
Very true.
Pretty interesting, though, that, they're willing to work with everybody to find a spot for them in the wrestling business, since it's not just performers. So how'd I do on the test?
I wasn't keeping score, but I mean, you did pretty well. You did better than I would have.
Some of them were a little
Some of
wonky.
them were a little weird. Some of them were pretty predictable. Like I would have guessed Daniel
Yeah.
Bryan for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I would have guessed
Stone Cold from
Stone
Texas.
Cold for sure.
If they wanted to, some of them were a little strange.
Totally would have guessed Scotty
I
Too Hot. No, I'm
playing
joking.
the game.
If
No, we're done with the game. Your
if
daddy
they wanted
won.
to keep it more modern day, that could have been cool
Me and Daddy
because
won.
Yep.
the Wyatt,
I did it again.
Texas, stuff
I
like
did
that.
it again.
We should make our own wrestling game like that, little wrestling trivia game.
Indie wrestlers, 50 states.
We should do it for the show, and that be our brain teaser.
Okay, I'm gonna record you guys.
So there you go, a really long video.
Really long for not very
a little
much content.
And
We'll see if this even gets posted on the internet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
who knows?